Right. Okay. Okay, guys. Good afternoon and welcome back. Let's start. I think with today's day two, I think we started the seminar on Friday, correct? Right? Friday we did the theory parts well as in the on Friday 3 hours we did the like you know. Theory parts and 1 hour I allocated for the questions. We did few questions last week, and today I'm going to finish the rest of the questions in the textbook, and also tomorrow in the grade 10 English medium theory class, paper class, Tuesday 8 to 10 p.m. Correct? Right? So Tuesday 8 to 10 p.m. I'm going to do the tutorial questions, right? Tomorrow in the paper class. Send me a thumbs up. In the paper class, I'm going to finish rest of the thing. Grade 11 students who wants to join with that, you can ask me the link, then I'll send you. Today also, I'm not going to touch the tutorial questions, right? So tutorial questions will be discussed in the grade 10 English medium paper class, which means uh, on Friday, sorry, tomorrow, Tuesday 8 to 10. And for grade 11 students, your paper class is this Wednesday normal time, uh, 4 to 6 p.m. Today you are having the class 6 to 8. Sorry, 4 to 6 p.m. Today also 4 to 6. Next week also 4 to 6. Then all the classes done. Then for grade 10 students, we have fully covered the syllabus. Understand? Right? Grade 11 already done prior to the this month. Grade 10, I have fully covered the entire syllabus. Last week we started the trial balance, and this Thursday also I'm going to continue the trial balance. Then we can finish it. And tomorrow in the paper class, I'm going to discuss the uh, error correction tutorial things. Then this Thursday for grade 10 students, I'm going to do the trial balance related other things, right? Error correction කොච්චර කරත් මදි ඉතුරු ටික මම ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඔයගලන්ට කරන්නේ 11 වසරේදී. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේ සතිය විතරයි මාව හම්බෙන අන්තිම සතිය. ඊට පස්සේ අපි මොනවාද අන්තිම සතිය හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද මේ අන්තිම සතිය ඔයගලන්ට එක්සෑම් වීක් එක. කොමර්ස් පේපරේ හදලා තියෙන්නේ දෙන්න ඔයගලන්ට දෙයි. ඔයගලන්ට මැදට මෙහි ෆිසිකල් එක්සෑම් එකක් නැහැ. පේපර් එක දෙනවා වීඩියෝ එකක් දෙනවා. එහෙම තමයි දෙන්නේ. බාස්කට් සබ්ජෙක්ට් වලට මෙහි එක්සෑම්ස් නැහැ. ඒක ඔයගලන්ට පේපර් එකත් එක්ක වීඩියෝ එක දෙනවා. ඔයගලන්ට ඒක බල බල කරන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් කලින් කරලා ආන්සර්ස් චෙක් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. තේරෙනවද ළමයි? right? So ඒ වගේම grade 11 අයට support seminar series එකකුත් තියෙනවා ඉස්සරහට. grade 11 අයට ජනවරි වල ඔලලට කලින් seminar series එකක් තියෙනවා. මේ third term test එකනේ ඒකත් යනවා ඔයගලන්ට ඉස්සරහට. ඒතර අපි දැන් මේ week එකේ විතරයි classes කරන්නේ. අන්තිම week එකේ ඔයගලන්ට exam ජනවරි දෙසැම්බර් first week උත් ඔයගලන්ට මතනේ exam තියෙනවා නේද දිගට. කොහොමද දැන්? ඊළඟට ඔයගලන්ට මේ දෙකේ exam වලින් පස්සේ ආයි අපි 7 වෙනිදා ඉඳන් තමයි grade 11 පටන් ගන්න grade 10 අයට. grade 11 අයට දෙසැම්බර් month එකේ එහෙම්ම ආයි continue වෙනවා. එක ක්ලාස් එකක් විදිහට තේරුණාද? classes දෙකක් නැහැ. මේ සැරේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ කරන batch එකට. ඔයගලන්ට එක ක්ලාස් එකක් විදිහට යන්නේ date එක ඉදිරියේදී දැනුවත් කරන්න. කොමාරි not Monday or Wednesday, mostly I think it's on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday තමයි තියෙන්නේ දවස් කියයි. කොහොමද කියලා grade 11 9, right? Okay, any concerns before going to that? Any concerns? No, right? Okay. Now I think last Friday, now hope you can remember about the error correction. I told you there are two types of errors. What are the occasions where the accounting errors happen? There are 4 occasions. What are the 4 occasions? What are the stages where the accounting errors can be happen? When recording the transactions in the prime entry book, then posting transaction to the ledger, then the balance in the ledger accounts, and finally preparation of trial balance. Understand? These are the 4 occasions where the accounting errors can be happen. And Trial balance is not a ledger account. So trial balance is not a ledger account. If there is any error in the trial balance, you can see, remember, we can put dot 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 dot. Can you remember? Right? So these are the things. Now in here we divided the errors into two. Errors that do not affect the, now errors, there are two types. What are the two types? Errors that do not affect the agreement of trial balance, which means errors that do not reveal through the trial balance. Second category, errors that reveal through the trial balance, which means errors that do affect the agreement of the trial balance. Errors that do not affect the agreement of the trial balance means what? There are errors, but the trial balance is tally. Understand? So we can't reveal it through the trial balance. So these things are not goes to the suspense account. Errors that affect the agreement of the trial balance, those things, because of those things, trial balance are not tally. So we need to translate to the suspense account. Hope you can remember. We open the suspense account by taking the lower value side of the trial balance. We find the lower value of the trial balance and we write the deficit to the trial balance lower value side, and we take it to the suspense account same side of the trial balance deficit side. Can you remember? Right? When the errors are corrected, suspense account balance should be removed. All good? Right? This is how it goes. Right? Now we did the identification and we discussed everything. Now I think we finished activity 1, 2, and I gave you what are the examples for errors that do not affect the agreement of trial balance, errors that do affect the agreement of trial balance. We discussed both, right? So then we did the apart from that, I think we did activity number 4 done. I think we need to start with the activity number 5 in the textbook, correct? We need to start with the activity number 5. Shall we do the activity 5?
Sir, activity 2 එකක් තියෙනවා.
2 එකේ ඔයගලන්ට මම කරන්න කිව්වා, මම ලියන විදිය දුන්නා නේද ඔයගලන්ට? ඔයගලන්ට ලියන්න කිව්වේ. මට ඒක මම ඒක කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ නේ ආයේ ඒකට ෆයිල් මේ විදිහට. මම වර්කින්ග්ස් ටික දුන්නා නේද? හෝම්වර්ක් කරාද දාන්න බාන්න පෙන්නන්න බාන්න ඔන්ලයින්. මම කිව්වා ජර්නල් එන්ට්‍රීස් ටික දාන්න කියලා ජර්නල් එකේ ලිව්වද? නෝ. ලිව්වද? පෙන්නන්න බාන්න වීඩියෝ එකට. නරක ළමයිද හොඳ ළමයිද ඉන්නේ කියලා බලන්න. රයිට් නයිස්. ඕකේ. others ජෙන්ඩර් එකේ ලිව්වද? දෙන්නෙක් පෙන්නනවා අනිත් අය මේ වගේ නේ. දෙකයි. ඔබ right කරාද? කරන්න ඕනේ ආ. දැන් homework means homework right. එතකොට මම workings ටික දුන්නා ඔයා ලියන්න. narration දැන් පුළුවන් නේ මේවා ඉතින් ලාමක ටින් දේවල් workings දුන්නාම කරගන්න බෑ කියන්නේ ආ ඉතින් හරියන්නේ right. Okay. Right. Now let's do the activity 5. Activity 5. Right. Right. Activity 5, textbook page number 173. Activity 5. Right. Activity 5. Textbook page number 173. Activity 5, textbook page number 173. Right. Right. Number 1. Then first see what are the requirements. Journal entries to correct the above errors. There are 5 errors. To correct one error, how many rules we need? I told you there are minimum 4 lines, understand? 4 lines, right? So there are 5 errors, which means you need to keep minimum 20 lines. So keep like 25 lines. So draw a general journal, date, draw a general journal, date, journal voucher number, description, debit and credit. Do with me. General journal. Date, journal voucher number, description, debit, right? So you need 20 lines, huh? So keep minimum 25 lines. This is the bit. Minimum 20, maximum 25. So then uh, after that, number 2, they are asking the suspense account, right? So number 2, they are asking the suspense account. Draw the suspense account in here. Suspense account. Suspense account. For suspense account, keep like 6, 7 lines. 6, 7 lines. Then after that, write the working. Workings rule ගන්න එපා ලකුණු හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ රූල තියලා ගහන්න එපා right වෙලා යන ගුවන් තරම් try එකක් දෙන්න රූල නැතුව කරන්න finish up to there and raise your hands then we can start අපි එකට කරමු නේද අපි එක වගේ පවුලක් වගේ එකට කරමු පොඩ හරියන්න අර තියෙන්නේ අර ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ඉස්සර නැද්ද අර ටෙක්ස්ට් බුක් එක පටන් ගද්දි ටෙක්ස්ට් බුක් එක ඕපන් කරද්දිම අර කාගේද ආනන්ද සමරකොන් මහත්තයාගේ හරි කාගේ හරි සින්දුවක් තියෙනවා නේද අර එක මවකගේ දරුණුවක් හරි ජාතිකයට අමතරව එහෙම නැද්ද තියෙනවද තියෙනවද තා තියෙනව නේද නෑ
තියෙනවා සර්.
තියෙනව නේද ඒක කිය අපි ඒ වගේ එකට යන් කියන්නේ මේ දවල් එක යනකන් නිකන් ඉන්න නෙමෙයි අපි ඔක්කොම එකට යන් okay shall we start let's see okay the total of the debit column of the trial balance of a business exceeds the total of the credit column now just remember which side exceeded credit exceeded the debit sorry trial balance of, the total of the debit column of a trial balance of a business exceed the credit column ඒ කියන්නේ මොකක්ද දැන් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ කොයි පැත්තද අඩු පැත්ත
ඩෙබිට් පැත්ත.
debit පැත්ත අඩුයි මොකද debit column of the trial balance of business exceed the total of the credit column then credit තමයි මදි වෙන්නේ නේද දැන් බලන්න if I take the debit and credit debit exceed the credit ඒතර debit පැත්ත තමයි වැඩි පැත්ත වෙන්නේ තේරුණාද understood debit side exceeded the credit right ඒතර debit credit වැඩි වුණා නම් debit පැත්ත වැඩි වුණා credit පැත්ත තමයි deficit side එක වෙන්නේ how much by 8000 all good right all good so the deficit side of the trial balance is how much credit side 8000 so in here write as 8000 on the trial balance so suspense account 8000 as trial balance difference trial balance difference trial balance trial balance difference. Right? Now let's correct all the errors one by one. Number 1. Insurance premium paid by 5,600 debited in the insurance account as 6,500. One entry error, right? If I draw the number 1, cash and the insurance, right? Insurance premium paid of 5,600, that is the correct amount, right? Debited to the insurance expense account as 6,500, which means this one, the debit side is higher, correct? Understand? The correct amount is 5,600, debited 6,500. Can you tell me how much we need to remove from the insurance account? How much? Anyone? Ganamber? Here.
1,000.
Sorry? How much?
13,000.
900, right? 900, right? So 900 is we need to remove it from there, and suspense account should be debit 900. Why we debit the suspense account? Because of this one, you know, credit side will be the lower value side. So in the trial balance, we write credit side as 900. It comes to suspense account credit side 900. To remove it, we debit the suspense account, right? So that's why. So in the suspense account debit side, write 900. Number 1, 900 as insurance expense account. Insurance expense account. Right?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, insurance account के अभी दाम में 900 credit පැත්තටනේ.
Oh,
එතකොට මේකේ credit debit පැත්තට නෙමෙයි දාන්නේ.
debit තමයි දාලා suspense account. Right?
sorry. පැත්ත මාරු කරගහලා තියෙනවා.
Right, okay. Write the number 1 correction error, right? Suspense account debit 900. Suspense account debit 900. Insurance expense account credit 900. Write the narration. Correction of, you can write your own word. Recording rupees 900 excess in the insurance expense account. That is number 1, right? That is number 1. As I can remember, there was some one printing mistake in here, right? මට මතක විදියට මේකේ පොඩි that is the matter in 8,000. මේක ටැලි වෙන්නේ නැහැ ළමයි සස්පෙන්ස් මේක මට මතක විදියට මේක දාලා තිබ්බේ 8,000 නේද තියෙන්නේ. මේක ටැලි වෙන්නේ නැහැ සිංගල් මීඩියම් එකේ තිබ්බ වෙන ගාන. ඔයාලා මේව කරන්න. Can you hear me guys? just keep it as this. Or make a liwal. Right. There is a matter because in Sinhala medium it says 6,200 debit side. මට මතකයි මම ගිය අවුරුද්දේ අවුරුදු ගණන් හදද්දී ඉංග්‍රීසි මීඩියම් printing mistake එකක් තියෙනවා. ඔයා මෙහෙම කරන්න. හරිද? මම කියන්න. දැන් අවුලන්නේ ලිව්වනේ. නා කරන්න නේ. Let's keep it. Okay, leave it as it is. Let's go. Number 2. Rent received 9,000 has been debited only in the cash book. So rent received 9,000 debited only in the cash book means what? You know, number 2, cash book debit 9,000. So rent account not credited 9,000, right? So rent income account not credited 9,000, right? It is rent received. Okay? So you know, to correct it, we need to remove write 9,000 in the rent income account, right? Rent income account, right? So suspense account should be debit 9,000. Why we debit the suspense account? Because of not recording 9,000, there will be a trial balance credit side deficit. It comes to here, we remove it to here. So then ඔයා මෙන්න මෙතන මෙහෙම කරද්දී, right? රූලක් තියලා ලියන්න. Can you hear me guys? Hello. රූලක් තියලා ලියන්න. ඇයි කියලා මම ඔයාලට පස්සේ කියන්නම්. ඇයි අයියෝ මොකද කියලා අහන්න එපා. This is Roman number 1, right? Because there are the Roman numbers. So this is Roman number 1. Keep one line and then correct the Roman number. Keep one line. When you are correcting the error, keep one line. I will tell you why later. 9,000. Here write it as rent income account. Rent income account. Keep one line and write rent income account. Right? So number 2, right? Suspense account debit 9,000. Rent income account credit 9,000. Write the narration. Correction of recording rent income is 9,000. Correction of recording rent income rupees 9,000 only in the cash. Or you can write correction of not recording rent income in the rent income account. Yes, your own words. Roman number 2 done. Let's go to the Roman number 3. The cash drawings 1,500 is recorded only in the cash book. Cash drawing 1,500 recorded only in the cash book. So Roman number 3. So cash book should be credit. Cash drawings 1,500 is recorded only in the cash book, right? So cash book credited. Drawings account not debited. Hello, right? Because of this one, there will be a deficit of 1,500 trial balance debit side. It comes the suspense account debit side. To remove it, we credit to the suspense account. Ekai metana credit to 1,500. එහෙම හිතලා හරි එන්න දැන් නම් ඉතින් මේක බෑ කිව්වොත් උස්සලා පොලේ ගහන්නේ. දැන් ඉතින් කියන්න දෙන්න බෑ හැම පැත්තෙම කියලා.
Sir.
ඔව්.
Sir කියන අහන්න මට මොකද ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. Sir මේ suspense account පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ නැතුව නිකම්ම drawings වලට මේ දැම්මොත් එක වැරදිද?
වැරදිනේ. ඉතින් error correction එතකොට trial balance එකේ error සැරෙන් අනිත් හැම එකටම double entry එකක් තියෙන්නේ. ඒතකොට කො අනිත් entry? විභාගයේ වැරදිද කියලා දැහුවේ. විභාගෙදී එහෙම දැම්මොත් වැරදිද කියලා දැහුවේ. මේ ලකුණු දෙන්නේ ලකුණු එකක් හම්බ වෙනවා නම් භාගයේ හම්බ. ඒක මහ දෙයක් නෑ. මෙතන ඩෙබිට් නම් මේක ක්‍රෙඩිට් සර්. right? Drawings account debit, suspense account. Okay, suspense account credit side right. 1500 dash drawings account. This is Roman number 3, right? Roman number 3. මේක මේම rule අරින්න ඕනේ නැහැ. In here write as a drawings account 1500. Drawings account 1500. Right? Write the narration Roman number. This should be also Roman number. Roman number 1, Roman number 2, Roman number 3. You can write drawings account debit 1500. Suspense account credit rupees 1500. Correction of not recording rupees 1500 of cash drawings in the drawings account. Turn on the videos and wait. Right? All good? Hope all good. Let's go to the Roman number 4. Debit entry. All these errors are affected to the trial balance, correct? There is no any still, we couldn't find any error which do not affect the agreement of the trial balance, right? All these three errors up to now go to the suspense account, which means these are the errors which do affect the agreement of the trial balance. Okay, guys? Understood? Right? Others getting in on it? So you understand? Right? Next one. So number 4, Roman number 4. Pen unknown කියන්න. I'll keep it. Roman number 4. Right. Let's see. Debit entry of the cash payment 7,500 for the loan repayment has not been made. So cash account credit. This is not the loan interest. Huh? Cash account already credited 7,500. But bank loan account not debited. So to correct it, we need to write bank loan account 1,500. Suspense account should be credit 1,500. Right? Why we credit the suspense account? Because of this one trial balance, there will be a debit side deficit of 1,500. It comes to the suspense account debit side. To remove it, we credit it because the balance should be removed. Balance should be removed. Right? So write the correction in suspense account. Sorry, it should be 7,500. 7,500. Yes.
Sir, ඒකේ accounts දෙකම ලියවිලා නැහැ කියලා නෙමෙයි කියලා තියෙන්නේ.
Let's see. The debit entry, only the debit entry, right?
Okay.
Credit entry done. It says like the debit entry for the cash payment. I think is that so, right? So for the cash payment has not been made means that they have already made the credit entry, right? Okay. අපෙන් කරදරෙන් නිදහස් වෙන එක සර්ට සතුරක් දුකත් සතුරු යම්ම ලොකුද
අයියෝ ඇයි සර් කියන්නේ?
යවා ගන්න බැරුව so right now in the suspense account right 7,500 as bank loan, right? So bank loan amount number 4 suspense account, right? Roman number 4 as bank loan 7,500, right? Easy. Write the double correction entry. Roman number 4. Bank loan account. Debit 7,500. Suspense account. Credit 7,500. Write the narration. Correction of net not recording the rupees 7,500 of bank loan prepay. Of rupees 7,000 value එක දාන්නම කියලා අනිවාර්යනේ මම ඒක දාලා තියෙනවා number 5 balance of the salary account 7,100 has not been extracted to the trial balance. Balance of the salary account 7,100 not been extracted to the trial balance, which means if we take the salary account there is a no matter. Salary account is an expense account. Salary account is an expense account. There is no any matter in the salary account. Send me thumbs up. Hope it's clear to you. Salary account should be now salary account is an expense account. The balance goes to which side, guys? Salary account balance goes to the 7,100 debit side, right? 7,100 debit side, but it's not extracted. The trial balance means it's omitted in the trial balance. Trial balance, debit and credit side, it's not it's omitted in here. It's omitted in here means we wrote as suspense account 7,100 in here, and in the suspense account we identify debit side of the suspense account, trial balance difference 7,100. So to correct it, what we need to do, we need to remove 7,100 from here, right? We need to remove 7,100 from here, but we can't debit to the salary account because salary account is not an ledger. Sorry, salary account, there is no any matter in the salary account. Understand? Ledger account is perfect. So it goes to the suspense next trial balance. We need to include the salary account debit side. So we write dot 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 dot. Understand? Because this is an error in the trial balance. So you need to the correction entry only one single entry. Suspense account credit. Send me a thumbs up if it is clear to you. Because no error in the salary account. Error only in the trial balance, right? So suspense account only we need to credit it, right? Ledger account එකේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැති නිසා ledger account එකට debit කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. අලුතෙන් හදන trial balance එකට දාන්න තියෙන්නේ. So in here we credit 7,100. දැන් ඔයා ආසමයි. අන්න ආසමයි. Write the correction entry number 5. Suspense account credit 7,100. Write the narration. Correction of not extracting salary account balance to suspense account. Right. Salary account balance to suspense account. There is a matter why. What is the matter? Suspense account is not telling. මං හිතන්නේ suspense account එක වැරදි ටික correct කරාම tally වෙන්න ඕනේ නේලා. මේ අට මගුලේ suspense account එක balance වෙන්නේ නැහැ. තේරුණාද? බලන්න debit side කීය දෙන්නේ කියලා. Debit side 9,900. Credit side how much? Credit side ලොකු amount එකක්. 8,000 plus 1,500 plus 7,500 plus 7,100. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙතනට එනවා බුදුහාම වංශ භාගය හැදිලා වගේ ඩබල් ට්‍රිබල් වැඩි වෙනවා. තේරෙනව නේද? තේරෙනවද? There is a matter. So now correct in the go to the textbook. Go to the textbook and correct it. Sinhala medium එකේ තිබ්බේ the debit column of the trial balance of the business exceed the total of the credit column නේ තියෙන්නේ. ඒක වෙනස් කරගන්න. textbook එකේ මේව හදාගන්න. right? මෙතන හදාගන්න credit column of the trial balance of the business exceed the total of the debit column by rupees 6,200. 6,200. අච්චුතේට වැරදීමක්. ගානේ වැරද්දක් තියෙනවා. Debit column of the credit column of the trial balance of the business exceed the total of the debit column by 6,000 means which side is the now lower value side, guys? Debit side. All good, right? So ඒකයි මං කිව්වේ මෙතන දාගන්න කියලා. එතකොට ප්‍රශ්නේ තියෙන්නේ දැන් මෙතන මේක කපන්න. ඔය පේන්නම කපන්න කමන්නේ. මෙතන කපා ගන්න. මේක කපා ගන්න. දැන් අතන දාන්න. බෑනේ ආයි 6,200 කියලා මෙතන දැම්මා. trial balance difference කියලා මෙතනට දාලා. right? දැන් මේක උඩට එන්න ඕන නිසා මෙතනින් ඊතලයක් දාලා උඩට දාන්න. So දැන් හරිනම් ඒක මුලින්ම එන්න දෙන්න. අපි අර ඉඩ තිබ්බේ නැති නිසා ඔයාට දාන්න බැරි වුණා. තේරුණාද? right? It should comes to the first. Now it balance to the දැන් මේක අයින් කරපු නිසා 16,100 වලට ඒක balance. 16,100 වලට it should balance. If there is any error, let me know. Error තමයි මේ sorry මේ ඔයාට ලියන්න බැරි වුණොත් Once it done, raise your hands up to now. If you want me to show anything, let me know, then I'll put. Finish up to here and put raise hands. Cold done. Others are in, right? Okay. Right. Next one. දැන් ඔන්න තියෙනවා ආයි මනස කැලිබල යන සුපිරි ගන්න. එන්නවද? ආයි මොනවද? සුපිරිම ගානක් තියෙනවා ආයි මොලේ වෙහෙසන්න තියෙන්නේ. මොලේ වෙහෙසන්න අමාරු ඔය කුඩු ගහන ගංජ ගහන අයට නම් මේක කරන්න බෑ. කිලොත් එක. දැන් ඔය ගැම්මින් ඉන්නෝනේ වීඩියෝ ඔෆ් කරන් මොනා කරනවද දන්නේ. වීඩියෝ ඔන් කරන වීඩියෝ ඔන් කරන. වීඩියෝ ඔන් කරන. Turn on the videos and wait. ගැම්මින් ඉන්නෝනේ. දවල්ට පිපුණු මලක් වගේ ඉන්නවනේ දැන් 12 න්. මාරු දැක්කම තාම දත් මැදලා නෑ වගේ.
මේ දවස් 12ට පිපෙන මල මොකද්ද සර්?
ඒකාන්තම කට තවුණක්. Okay, right. So next one, right? Activity 6, page number 173 and 74. Activity 6. Page number 173 and 74. Right. Let's see. Now they have given you the suspense account. They are asking the errors. Malahattala. They are asking the errors. Right? Suspense account given. You need to write the error. Right? Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Right. Right. Now let's see the error in here. Okay, read with me. Right. Now, the trial balance prepared for Diniti's business as at 31st December 2024 did not balance and difference was posted to a suspense account. Trial balance not tallied, so the difference was posted to the suspense account. The difference we don't know. Later, the reasons were found and corrected by passing the journal entries, right? Trial balance correct. Suspense account was reasons were corrected by like posting the errors entries, correction entries to the suspense account means then the suspense account already balanced, right? So following suspense account is prepared by the accountant clerk when the errors were occurred, corrected. The errors correct කරාට පස්සේ හදපු suspense account එක ඔන්න අපිට දීලා තියෙනවා, right? මේ error correct කරාම ආපු entry. Answer the following question. Number 1. Okay, number 1. Number 1. What is the question number 1? What was the difference in the trial balance before correcting the errors were made? Different we can identify, different comes the suspense account here for the like the first line is the difference, but the difference is not given. So let's find the debit side. Correction in the total was 13,000. Credit side was 19,000, right? All good, right? Which means there was a 6,000 difference on the credit side of the trial balance, and it comes to here as trial balance difference. මෙතනට තමයි ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ වැඩි පැත්තනේ ළමයි trial balance suspense account එක tally වෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ suspense account එක 19,000 වලට tally වෙන්න ඕනේ. හොඳ වැඩි පැත්තනේ tally වෙන්නේ. දැන් මෙතන 19,000 නෑ. මෙතන තියෙන්නේ 10, 15 sorry. Sorry, it should be comes to the here, right? 6,000 should comes to here. As trial balance difference. All good? Understand? Can you hear me, guys? Right? It should comes to the debit side. Then it tallying to the 19,000. All good? Harida, දාන්න බාන thumbs up. 19,000 වල tally වෙන්නේ debit side ආවනම්. Right? Okay, now you can write the answer for the first one. They are asking difference in the trial balance before correcting the error was number 1, rupees 6,000. Number 2, they are asking about which column of the trial balance is understated. Trial balance debit side was the understated value. That's why it comes to suspense account debit side. Debit madhi vecha nisa we write it as suspense account and it comes to here. So debit side, you can write debit side. Number 3, if the total of the debit column of the trial balance was 25,455 before the difference is entered in the suspense account, what should have been the total of the credit column? Now, if they are asking, debit side was the difference side. So, if the debit side total was 25,455, debit side they are asking given as before correcting the errors, the trial balance debit side total was this much. 25,455. So credit side was the higher value side, right? I credit පැත්තනේ වැඩි පැත්ත තිබ්බේ. තේරුණාද ළමයි? ඇහුණාද? credit පැත්ත තමයි වැඩි පැත්ත තිබ්බේ. debit පැත්ත තමයි අඩු පැත්ත තිබ්බේ. ඒකයි debit පැත්තට මදි පාඩුව දාලා මේක ආවේ. ඒතර credit debit පැත්තේ තිබ්බ total එක මෙච්චරක් නම් credit පැත්ත වැඩි පැත්ත නිසා credit පැත්ත මීට වඩා 6,000 වලින් වැඩි වෙන්න ඕනේ. හරිනේ? තේරෙනවද? Right? Credit පැත්ත වැඩි වෙන්න ඕනේ. So the credit side should be by including this one 6,000. The credit balance was how much? Errors එක්ක ආපු credit side එකේ total එක කීයද? තේරුම් නැත්නම් කියන්න. $25,455,000 plus 6,000. 31,455. 31,455. Right. Now number 4. In number 4, if the total list out the possible errors that might have occurred in the ledger accounts of this business, get help your friend and answer the question. Okay, යාළුවෝ ටික මට උදව් කරන්න බාන්න දැන් කියන්න බාන්න මොනවද මේ වැරදි ටික කියලා මේ කියන්න බාන්න. Now you need to think like this. Listen to this carefully. Don't do other things. Can you hear me, guys? Then in the textbook there is no any number. So can you number this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Number it as 1 to 5. In the textbook, number it as 1 to 5. Now let's see. Number 1. This was the correction. This is the correction entry. Suspense දැන් සාමාන්‍යයෙන් suspense account එකේ debit ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. Right? Suspense account එකේ debit ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. තේරෙනවද ළම? Right? Credit තියෙන්නේ කොයිද? Sales account එකේ. You know, sales account is an income account. Income account. Normally everything we record under credit side of sales account. All good. Right? Normally we record everything in the credit side. Then correction entry, debit entry එන්නේ මෙතන, credit entry එන්නේ මෙතනට, sorry 11,000. Credit entry එන්නේ මෙතනට. Debit entry comes to here, which means something is not recorded in the credit side of the sales account. Understand? Now we corrected it. You can write like this. There are different ways you can write. I'll give you 3 few things, right? Okay, number 1. Cash sales of rupees 11,000 recorded only in the cash book. So cash book debited only, sales account not credited. So now we credit it and suspense account it. Understood? Right? Credit sale of rupees 6,000, 11,000 recorded only in the debtors account. Right? Not recorded in here. There is another thing you can write. Cash sales rupees 11,000. Sorry, cash sales rupees 22,000 recorded in the sales account as 11,000. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් cash sales හරි ගාන 22,000. තොර cash book debit කළා 22,000. හැබැයි sales account එකේ we recorded as 11,000. දෙක එක වගේ දෙකලා. දෙක දෙක එක එක වගේ දෙක. තේරුණාද? Right? So sales account, there will be a deficit of 11,000. So we need to write it like this. Understand? This is another error you can write. Okay, I'll give you another way. Take the half of the 11,000. It's 5,500, right? If I give you like this, cash sales rupees, credit sales rupees 5,500, recorded both side of the sale debtors account and the sales account. Credit sales are double entry. Debtors account should be debit 5,500. Sales account also should be credit 5,000, 5,000. But mistakenly 5,500 we debited to the sales account as. Understood? Send me a thumbs up. Mistakenly we debited to the sales account as. Right? Now to correct it, I need to twice record in the multiply by 2. Why? Why we credit 11,000? When then the debit 5,500 will cut off and there will be another 5,500 remain in the credit side. Right? That's why we credit here. So you can write in different angles. There are no blah 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 things, but I'm not going to write it. Right? Okay, right? Number 1. Right? So this is number 1. We can write in different ways. Cash sales of rupees 11,000 recorded only in cash. Next one, you can write like credit sale of rupees 11,000. You can write in different angles. Not recorded in the sales account. Number, then you can write rupees 22,000 of cash sales identified as rupees 11,000 in the credit entry, which means the sales account. Rupees 5,500 of credit sale recorded as debit entries in both accounts. In both accounts. That is the first one. Number two. Number two. Number two. Let's see the number two. Now, credit in the correction entry, credit entry in the insurance account credit side. Normally, you know, when we take the insurance account, can you tell me insurance account is which kind of account? It is an expense account. So, in the expense account, you know, it should be recorded on the credit side, right? So, debit side, insurance account is an expense account. Everything should be recorded in the debit side. All good, guys, right? Because expense increase means debit. Now we credited the insurance account, credited the insurance account, insurance expense account means. Now we are in the end of removing, all good, right? Removing. So which means like, you know, the correction entry in here, which means something excessively recorded, now we are removing. Understand, right? Something excessively recorded, now we are removing. So you can write rupees 2,000 of rupees 2,000 of insurance expense payment recorded twice in the insurance expense account. Another way you can write rupees 2,000 insurance expense payment recorded as rupees 4,000, the same way in the different name in the insurance expense account. මේ ඔයාට මෙහෙම හිතෙන්නේ නැද්ද මේ බාන්න මේ බාන්න ඉදිද ඉදි නෑනේ ගියන්ත නෙදිද නිකන් මෙහෙම හිතන්න අර ඔයගොල්ලන් නිකන් හිතෙන්නේ නැද්ද කණ්ණාඩියෙන් බැලුවාම අපි අර බලන්න 21 12 වගේ ලියලා අර දෙපැත්ත මාරු වෙලා ලියන ඒවා තියෙනවා නේද තේරෙනවද අර වැරදිලා ලියන්නේ ඔයා 12 ලියන්න ඕන එකක් 21 වගේ ලියලා අර ඒ වගේ එහෙම නේ මැත්ස් වලින් නිකන් හිතන්න බලන්න අර ඒ කියන්නේ අන්න එහෙම නිකන් මම ඒ ටික දෙන්නේ නැහැ මොකද සමහරුන්ට ඒවා අමාරුයි තියෙනවා මල් ළඟ අර නිකන් අර සමහර ඒවා තියෙනවනේ නිකන් ඔය අර 21 12 වගේ අනිත් පැත්තට දාලා තේරෙනවද තේරෙනවද අර එතකොට වරදින ඒවා තියෙනවනේ ඒවත් අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් මම කලින් අවුරුද්ද වීඩියෝ එක බලන්න මම ඒකේ කරා මේ අවුරුද්දේ මම හිතුවා ඒක කරන්නේ නැහැ ඒකට හේතුව මේ පරණ channel YouTube channel එකේ බලන්න ඒකේ මගේ තියෙනවා ඒ අවුරුද්දේ මම ඒක කරා මේ අවුරුද්දේ අර හැමෝටම සෙට් වෙන්න කරන්න ඕන නිසා ඒක කරන්නේ නැහැ right okay number 3 let's see the number 3 now office equipment account 10,000 right so you can see office equipment account is what right it is an asset account the correction entry comes to here 10,000 which means since asset account things comes to the debit side which means not recorded on the debit side right something not recorded so you can write purchase of office equipment purchase of office equipment on cash recorded only in cash only in cash rupees 10,000 if I ask okay I'll change it like this another way right purchases office equipment rupees 5,000 recorded debit side in the both accounts cash book also credit rupees 5,000 debit also 5,000 right so recorded both in the credit side right office equipment 10,000 right okay recorded 10,000 right so 5,000 credit then the office equipment also 5,000 credit එහෙම තමයි දාලා තියෙන්නේ so to correct දැන් මේක තියෙන්නේ credit පැත්තේ නේද එතකොට දෙපැත්තෙම දාලා තියෙන්නේ debit පැත්ත එතකොට 5,000 ගන්න බෑනේ මෙතන හරියටම ඉන්න ඕනේ 5,000 තව එකක් කියන්න බලන්න purchase of office equipment rupees correction entry මේකේ debit පැත්තනේ ඉන්න ඕනේ නේද office equipment 5,000 credit office equipment කියලා මේ පැත්තනේ ඉන්නේ any other අතර office equipment correction entry එන්න ඕනේ මෙතන suspense account 10,000 right so we can write like this purchase of office equipment rupees 5,000 right recorded as recorded credit side of the both accounts දෙකේම credit දාලා මේකේ හරිනම් debit එන්න ඕනේ මං කියන එක තේරෙනවද right debit දාන්න නම් debit මෙතන 10,000 දාන්න ඕනේ එතකොට credit entry අයින් වෙනවා so you can write purchase of office equipment rupees 5,000 recorded credit side of the both accounts you can write purchase of office equipment rupees 5,000 purchase of office equipment rupees 5,000 rupees 5,000 recorded in the credit side of both accounts. Number 4, number 4. Now wages account is an expense account, right? Wages account is an expense account. Normally it comes to the debit side of the wages account. Wages account is an expense account. You know, expense account things comes to the debit side, right? So the correction entry in here means like this, nothing, something is not recorded in here. Understand? So if I tell you like this, payment of wages credited rupees 2,500 credited to the both accounts mistaken. It should comes to here, but we credited to here 2,005. So to remove the credit entry and identify in the debit side of the wages account, we need to write 5,000 in here. Understand? This is another error. You can write different ways the same thing. Number 4, payment of wages rupees 5,000 not recorded in the wages account. Payment of rupees 2,500 wages recorded credit side of the both account. Number 5, all these errors are errors which affect the agreement of the trial balance. Turn on the videos and wait. Number 5, last one. Purchase account debit 4,000, suspense account credit 4,000. Now you know, when it comes to purchase account, it is an expense account. We write everything in the debit side of the purchase account. If we take the purchase account, it is an expense account. We write everything in here. So in the correction entry, debit entry in here, credit entry in here means something not recorded in here. Understand? Send me a thumbs up. Something not recorded in here. That's why we record it, right? So you can write the correction entry. Cash purchase of goods rupees 4,000 rupees 4,000 not recorded in the purchase account. Even you can write credit purchase of goods rupees 4,000. Lian, දාගන්න එපා. ලියන්ස නීතිද? recorded only in the debtors account. Even you can write like this: cash purchase of rupees 2000 recorded as credit side of the both account. To remove the credit 10 to 2000 and identify 2000, we need to debit 4000. So you can write cash purchase of rupees 2000 recorded in both accounts credit side. Finish up here and raise your hands. Let's go to the last question. The tutorial. Tutorial last question. Right. Hope all done. If you need more time, let me know. Right. Last question. Gaming imua. Mega tivara karam natara karam. Right. Them gaming imu. Mega tivara karam yam. Turn on the videos and wait. Hello. Activity 7. Then nothing left in the textbook. Only the tutorial questions are pending. We can discuss in the tomorrow paper class. Right. Number 7. This is another special and different thing. The total of the debit and the credit columns of the trial balance which was prepared for Sanduni's business as at 31st December 2024 did not tally. The difference was posted to the suspense account and the following errors were identified later. There was a difference. It was posted to the suspense account. They are not giving the suspense account thing. List the errors and give the journal entries for the correction of errors above that do not affect the agreement of the trial balance. They are asking journal entries only for the errors which do not affect the agreement of the trial balance. දාන බාන thumbs up එකක් දෙන්න. ඔක්කොටම අහන්නේ නැහැ. trial balance එක tally වෙන්න බලපාන්නේ නැති errors වලට තමයි journal entry අහන්නේ. ඇහෙනවද? right? So ඔක්කොම ලිව්වට no marks අන්න exam එකේ කියවලා ගහන්න. එතකොට මේ වැරදි 8ම ඔයා correct කරන්න නැහැ. Right? Write up the suspense account and find the difference which had exist between the total of the trial balance. Now let's see. And there is another thing. All the purge pictures appeared in the books have been downloaded from the internet. Right? Okay. So then after that, one magic. Ta-da! ආයතන ඉවර. පොතත් ඉවර. මට යන්නේ නැහැ පල්ලෙහාට. ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ ඇති ඊළඟට මොකක්ද සබ්ජෙක්ට් ග්ලොසරි හරි මොනවා හරි තියෙනවනේ නම් වචන ටික. නේද? ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ නෑ. book done. Right? All the things done. 2 years, 1 year syllabus done. Right? Okay. So grade 10 syllabus then fully done. Right? Let's see. Now let's find the errors which do not affect the agreement of the trial balance. Which one? They are asking errors which not goes to the suspense account. Understand? Right? They are asking to write the journal entries. Let's see. Machine repair expense of 20,000 has been debited to the machine account. Credit entry is correct. Debit entry also are there, but debited to the wrong account. Trial balance is telling because both entries are there. Understand? So we need to write the journal entry for this one as well. So put dot make a journal entry. The total of the purchase account has been overstated by 5,000 means what? Only the purchase account overstated, which means there is a matter only in the purchase account means it is go to the suspense account. Through these error, trial balance is not telling, so we can't write the journal entry. Just only it goes to the suspense account. Payment of the electricity bill 7,000 has been debited as 700 in the electricity bill account. Only in the matter with the electricity bill account, so it goes to the suspense account because debit entry matter. Payment of telephone charges 8,000 has been recorded as 8,000 in the telephone charges account. So only the telephone charges account matter, and there are two errors merged as one. Interest income received 16,000 has been credited in the interest income account as 18,000, which means what? Interest income received only credited to the insurance income account in the wrong account amount, which means matter in the credit entry. So which means trial balance is not tallying. Understood? So we can't write the journal entry. Withdrawal of goods by the owner for his personal use has been debited twice in the drawings account. Only debited twice to the drawings account. Purchase account only one entry, which means trial balance is not telling. Why? Debit side there are two entries, credit side one entry. Trial balance is not telling, so you can't write the journal entry. Just only it goes to suspense account. Additional capital 60,000 invested by the owner has been debited to the cash account and credited to the sales account. So debit credit entries are there, but the recorded accounts are incorrect, so it goes to the suspense account. So it not goes to the suspense account. Trial balance is telling because of this one. Traveling expenses 250 in the petty cash book. So traveling expenses 250 in the petty cash book of the traveling expense column. We missed this one, right? A credit sale of rupees 25,000 has been completely omitted. Completely omitted means trial balance is telling, but this is there is error, but trial balance is telling which from the lower value because there is a completely omission. Traveling expense of 250 in the petty cash book. Total of the traveling expense column has not been entered in the traveling expense account. Now you know traveling expense account not debited to the traveling expense but credited to the petty cash book. Petty cash book perform the dual function. So petty cash book balance also comes to the trial balance. Can you remember? So credit entry are there. There is no any debit entry. Means trial balance is not telling. So you only need to write the journal entries for three things. 1, 6, and 7 only. So other things only we need to identify the suspense account. No need to write the journal entry. Send me a thumbs up. අහන දෙයට විතරයි උත්තර ලියන්න ඕනේ. හොඳේ හැම අටටම ලියන්න යන්න එපා එක්සෑම්. අහනවා නම් විතරක් ලියන්න. So for other things no need to write. Right now you know only 3 errors need to be corrected. So how many lines you need? 12 lines only you need, right? So 12 lines only you need. Keep like 15 lines in the right. Activity 7. Activity 7. Page number 174. Page number 20. Right. So number 1, they are asking the journal entry. So draw the general journal. Keep 15 lines. Date, journal voucher number, description, debit and credit. Keep like 12 to 15 lines because only 3 errors you need to correct. General journal, date, journal voucher number, description, debit and credit, right? So then in number 2, they are asking about the suspense account. So draw the suspense account. Then do the working. Let's do now. Start from number 1. Machine repair expense 20,000 has been debited to the machine account. They are asking the numbers to write, right? So 1, 4, 6 and 7 are not affected into the trial balance agreement. So in here write the numbers as well. Number 1, number 6 and number 7 error. These are the errors which do not affect the agreement of the trial balance. Write the numbers as well. Which means trial balance is telling, you see, these are the errors which do not reveal through the trial balance. Number 1, machine repair expense of 20,000 has been debited to the machine account. So if we go to this one, machine repair, so 20,000, right? Repair expense. So cash book credit 20,000. Machine account is an asset account, mistakenly debited, but this is machine repair. Machine repair is an expense. So mistakenly it debited to the machine account. So how to correct it? Remove 20,000 from the machine account by crediting. Debit 20,000 to machine repair expense account. Then we can correct the error. Write the journal entry for correction entry number 1. Machine repair expense account, debit 20,000. Machine account credit. So write the narration. You can write your own narration because I'm not going to write that. You can write correction of machine, correction of recording, machine repair expense in the machine account. You can write it from your own words. Understand? Right? So I'm not going to write. Keep 2 lines for write the narration as a homework. හැමදේම ඉතින් මට ඇන නේද? ඔළුව අත ගාලා නේද? අනේ කරන්න පුතේ කීකේ කරන්න බෑනේ. දැන් තනියම කරහා. Right? Okay. So it not goes to the suspense account. Number 2, the total of the purchase account has been overstated by 5,000. Overstated means, purchase account overstated. So when we take the purchase account, it is an expense account, right? Purchase account overstated means excessively recorded, right? Right. Purchase account overstated by 5,000 means, purchase accounting comes to the credit side, debit side, since it is an expense account. So BBF, there is a 5,000 excess, right? So which means when we prepare the trial balance, there will be a deficit of the credit side. Why? This side was excess, which means like overstated. Understand? Now to remove the excess 5,000 on the debit side, we need to credit to here and suspense account we debit. Why we debit the suspense account? because of the overstate of debit side, trial balance credit side will be lesser, or the shortage, it comes to the here. To correct it, we debit. So you can write, no need to write the correction entry, they are not asking, so you can correct it. Number 2, suspense account debit 5,000 as purchase account. We don't know the trial balance difference, so because of we don't know the trial balance difference, keep one line. Number 2, in here, purchase account as 5,000. Purchase account 5. So we correct. Error number 3. Payment of electricity bill account has been payment of electricity bill 7,000 has been debited to the electricity bill account as 700. Now, when we pay the electricity bill, cash book credit by 7,000. We have debited the electricity account as 700. So there is a shortage of 6,300 on the debit side, which means when we prepare the trial balance also, there will be a shortage of debit side. It comes to the debit side of the suspense account. To correct it, we need to credit it. That's why we credit it. To record it, we need to debit it. No need to write the correction entry as well. Just only suspense account credit side 6,300. Number 3, 6,300 as what? Electricity expense account. Electricity expense account. Number 4. Number 4. Payment of telephone charges 8,000 has been recorded as 10,000 in the telephone charges account. Now there are two errors in here. Payment of telephone charges credited to the cash book as 8,000. That is the correct one. But in the telephone charges account, we identify as how much? 10,000. 10,000. Which means debit side there is excess. How much? 2,000, right? 2,000. To correct it, we need to remove 2,000 from here, and suspense account should be debit 2,000. Why? Because of this error, credit side will be the lower value side. It comes to the suspense account. We take it to the suspense account credit side as a temporarily. To remove the suspense account balance, we debit it. And to remove from the telephone charges account, we credit it. So you can write suspense account debit side as number 4, telephone charges account rupees 2,000. There is another error in the fourth one. Interest income received 16,000 has been credited in the interest income account as 18,000. Now we receive interest income, so cash account debit, interest income account should be credit. The correct amount is the 16,000, but in here we write is at 18,000, right? Interest income account credited to the insurance interest income account as 18,000. There is the, because of this error, you know, there will be a deficit of the debit side of the trial balance as 2,000. It comes to here. To correct it, we need to remove 2,000 from the suspense account and we debit to here, right? To remove it from the interest income account. So suspense account credit side we write as number 4, interest income account. rupees 2. That is also done. Number 5. Withdrawal of goods by the owner for his personal use has been debited twice in the drawings account. Now you know goods drawings double entry. Drawings account should be debit. Purchase account should be credit. How much the value? There is no any amount given, right? Can you hear me, guys? Amount එකක් දීලා නැහැ නේද වැරදිලා? ඒක හදා ගන්න. Let's take a Sinhala medium one. 8,000. In here, write it as 8,000. 8,000. Right? So, which means drawings account debited twice at 8,000. Purchase account credit only 8,000. To remove 8,000 to here, from here we credit drawings account and it comes to suspense account, debit side 8,000. Suspense account debit side, you need to write 8,000. Number 5 as drawings account. Drawings account. Number 6. Credit sale of goods 25,000 completely omitted. You know credit sales double entry. Sales account credit. Debtors account should be debit. How much the value? 25,000. Completely omitted. So to correct it, 25,000 be credit, 25,000 be debit. So you can write the correction entry. In here, you know, write the correction entry. Number 26. Number 6. Debtors account debit. How much the value? Debtors account debit 25,000. It not goes to the suspense account. Sales account credit 25,000. Completely omitted. So write the narration from your own words. Just only like correction of omitting credit sales rupees 25,000 from the books. You can write the narration. Number 7. Additional capital 60,000 invested by the owner has been debited to the cash account and credited to the sales account. Now you know, when owner invested additional capital, cash book should be debit. That is correct. It should credited to the capital account. But mistakenly, it was credited to the sales account. This is an error which do not affect the agreement of the trial balance. Trial balance is telling. Because there are both debit and credit entries. To remove it from the sales account, we debit the sales account. To identify in the capital account, we credit the capital account. All good, right? So the correction entry is sales account debit, sales account debit 60,000, capital account credit 60. You can write the narration from your own words. Correction of recording owner's additional capital investment in the sales account. Last one, number 8. Traveling expenses 250 in the petty cash book. Total of the traveling expense column has not been entered in the traveling expense account. Now you know when it comes to traveling expense, petty cash book perform the dual function. Petty cash book we already credited, so that is the credit entry done. So traveling expense account not debited 250. So to correct it, you know, we need to debit 250 to the traveling expense account and we credit the suspense account 200. Because of this error, there will be a deficit of 250 in the debit side of the trial balance. To correct it, we debit to here, credit the suspense account to remove the suspense account debit balance. Suspense account credit 8, right? 250 as traveling expense account. Now let's find the difference of the here, you know, in here the total is 15,000. In here, you know, 8,000, 5,550. So you know the higher value side is the debit side. So this side 15,000, this side 15,000. So the difference between 8,000 and 5,000, yeah, 8,550 and 15,000 comes to here. So if I take 15,000 plus 8,550 means 6,450. There in the trial balance there was a deficit of 6,500, 6,450, right? 15,000 plus 8,550, which means 6,450 on the credit side. Difference in the trial balance. If you want me to show anything, let me know. Finish up here and raise your hands.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Working ekapodda payment.
Even again?
Working for the 8-1.
8-1. So in the fourth one, doesn't the trial balance tally? Let's see the fourth one. Just wait. You may ask about because of the two errors, but see, because interest income has been credited 2,000 extra and telephone charges account 2,000 debited. So yeah, trial balance is telling, but these are two different entries. Understand? Clear to you? Send me a thumbs up. Trial balance is telling because of the fourth one, but these are two different entries. So we need to separately concern it. Now, when we take the suspense account, you know, both it goes to the both side. So interest income in here, but we need to show and show them like these are two different things. එකම transaction එකක් නෙමෙයි transaction දෙකක්. unit the fourth one, right? Workings වල මොනවා හරි ඕනනම් කියන්න අපිට ගන්න. Just done. I'll show you the suspense account, right? If there's any matter, you can refer the recording and do. Now for grade 10 students, we have covered the syllabus, but in here we need to do the tutorial things. There are tutorial questions are there. You can see if I go to the tutorial, you can see I didn't do any single question in the tutorial. So tutorial questions will be covered in the paper class tomorrow. Okay guys, send me a thumbs up. Tomorrow grade 10, 8 to 10 p.m. there will be a paper, our paper class is time 8 to 10. So I'm going to do it in that class, so then you can have a clear idea. So apart from that, eh, I will take some questions for grade 11 as well. එක පොඩක් හොඳට තව ඔයා දැනගන්න ඕනේ. ඒක නිසා තව ටිකක් අපි ඉස්සරහට කරනවා. ඒට අපි පුළුවන් තරම කරමු. ඔයාට දැන් ඇත්තටම එක්සෑම් එක කරගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ මම fully කරලා තියෙන්නේ ඔක්කොම syllabus එකම. Right? Hari, enough for now. Let's meet tomorrow. Grade 11, let's meet 4. And grade 10, let's meet tomorrow 8 p.m. Right? Thank you for the participation. Bye. God bless.
Hi, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.